And consider this your spoiler alert. MasterChef Canada has eliminated another contestant in last night's episode titled Winner Winner Chicken Dinner. Take a look.
While there were some elements of your dish that worked, neither of you made chicken the star.
The home cook leaving us today is Cindy.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And with that, Cindy Ward from Kitchener finds herself going home after struggling with last night's assignment on MasterChef Canada. Joining us this morning to talk about her experience is Cindy. Good morning to you and welcome to CP24 Breakfast.
Good morning, Lisa.
Look, you were straight out the coop, pun intended, with that challenge, Cindy. I got to say, this episode had me on the edge of my seat. Looking back at the episode, how would you have navigated things differently? Do you feel that being first, choosing, your choice of the chicken part that was navigated to you, do you think that kind of helped you or gave you sort of the setback?
Well, I think hindsight is 20/20. I should have chosen the chicken thighs, and I could have made a much more delicious filling for my hand pie. And, I had a lot of wonderful spices in there. I wanted to have the extra time. Fewer ingredients doesn't bother me because the creativity is sort of my strong suit.
Yeah. And I mean, we've seen that on your tenure during the show. I want to talk about that because your time on the show, Cindy, has been very eventful. And I also kind of want to talk about your experience coming into the show, Dr. Cindy, if I may. You've been through a lot. You got your PhD later in life. You raised a child by yourself. Where on earth did you fit in this passion for food and just the ability to, kind of hone your craft and end up on the show?
Well, I have been cooking for a long time. When you're a little older, you have many more years of experience. When I was younger, I just picked up cooking. My mother actually wasn't a great cook. She made some delicious dishes, but boy, she could overkill and overcook every meat out there. So, and I worked in fine dining restaurants in front of the house, and so I got a really good taste for elevated cuisine at a young age. And so I've been cooking ever since.
I love that. How would you say with that experience then, and then being on the show and your time on the show, how would you say your technique and maybe your style of cooking evolved more so with your time on the show? Because those judges, they can be pretty brutally honest. It's tough. It's a tough crowd.
They are a tough crowd. I think where I struggled was really in modern plating. My food was always delicious. I know that for sure. But I think, MasterChef
about Cindy here.
Quality, that's a level of plating that I just need to practice and hone in. Boy, that's the takeaway message, and I would do it all over again.
Well, I love that. And hopefully there will be an opportunity for that. We have about 30 seconds, Cindy. I read somewhere that you want to host your own TV show. Would that involve cooking potentially?
Most definitely, I want to be a food critic. I would like to be the person at the table, one of the judges, discussing the finer elements of the food and the cuisine. That's right up my alley.
I love that. Well, hopefully that journey takes you there, Cindy Ward. Sorry that we had to chat with you this morning, but look, it's been so fun to watch you on MasterChef Canada. Best of luck with wherever your cooking journey takes you next. And thanks for joining us on CP24 Breakfast.